Cookie, we found your pants.
Well, hello! It's about time. Now, what should I do with this barrel?
I see one like a bee.
Does anyone know how to fix the copier? Also, I'm covered in blood.
Hey, checking microphone, test
If we
one.
could silence all chewing on set, we are picking up some slight chewing. It sounds like a bubble gum or a gummy candy of some sort. Silence all chewing, please.
Hello, I'm on the microphone. Is this too close?
Did anybody else see what happened in the copy machine room? Because there's blood everywhere.
Okay, and could we get a silent trumpet fanfare for the King of Space? There are no sounds in space.
Microphone.
Piddle paddle.
That's right. Hey guys, what you playing?
Piddle paddle.
Piddle paddle? Can I play?
This is You Don't Know Jack 2015. I'm your host, Cookie Masterson. And hey, wipe that smile off your face. This is serious. Okay, just kidding. There will be farts and stuff. It's funny, if I squint my eyes, it looks like I'm watching a presidential debate. There's your hardware. If you think an opponent doesn't know the answer, hit your screw button and you'll force them to answer immediately. If they miss it, you win big. And the wrong answer of the game is brought to you by
the San Francisco Otter Choir. Free concerts every Wednesday, except for mating season.
Find the wrong answer associated with our sponsor to get yourself some sweet prizes and bonus cash. Okay, it's time.
Get ready, time for question. One.
Right off the bat, bootyful. Let's analyze one of Kim Kardashian's body parts. About what percentage of Kim Kardashian's brain is just made up of water? 10%? Player 2, you've been screwed. You got 5 seconds. That was quality. Player 1, your screw worked out. Why not grab a few more bucks while you're at it? Player 1. Excuse me. Ready for this? Kim Kardashian's brain, and everybody else's brain for that matter, is made up of about 80% water. But that other 20% is just so round and firm, I can't stop thinking about it.
Oh, Mama, gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. Say it's
Take a good look at. His acting is alright. So, you know how they called Matthew McConaughey's resurgence as an actor his McConaissance? Well, if Matthew McConaughey is currently experiencing a McConaissance, then what period of his life just ended? Oh, you're screwed, Player 1. You got 5 seconds.
Swing and a miss.
Player 2, that was some mighty fine screwing. You want even more cash? Player 2. The Renaissance first occurred in Italy in the late 14th century, immediately following the Middle Ages. So the McConaissance would follow the McCona Middle Ages. Which is funny because most Renaissance sculptures also need to put on a damn shirt.
Dance with me, Disco 3.
Why not try? Brought to you by the letter Unibrow.
It's the put the choices into order and buzz in and see if you are right. Question.
And if you get this one right, I'll rustle up some extra moolah for you. Arrange these Sesame Street characters in order of fewest to most eyebrows. Bert, Ernie, the Count. Ernie, Bert, the Count. Bert, Ernie, the Count. The Count, Bert, Ernie, or Ernie, the Count, Bert. Time's running out. Player 1. Huh? Player 2. Where's that confounded right answer? Ernie has no eyebrows at all, Bert has one long single eyebrow, and the Count has two eyebrows! And yet, none of them have ever blinked. Here's one for you. Duck, duck, swan. Say the cast of Duck Dynasty attends a performance of Swan Lake and thinks there are real waterfowl on stage. In their confusion, which character would they most likely shoot? Siegfried, Benno, Von Rothbart, or Odette? Players 1 and 2? No. The correct answer is Odette is a princess who has been turned into a swan, so the Duck Dynasty crew would probably fill her full of lead. Especially if they find out she once fooled around with a lady swan in college. 5 fingers! Next up, the man in the backwards yellow hat, and it's a dis or dat. Player 1. You're on the bottom, so I'm going to let you play this dis or dat. I'm going to read off 7 things, and for each one you tell me if it's an alleged antic by pop star Justin Bieber, or an antic by the classic children's book character Curious George. If it's Justin Bieber, press the square button. If it's Curious George, press the circle button. Player 2. Lock in your answer before player 1, because if player 1 gets it wrong and you get it right, you steal the cash. All right, let's get started. Peed in a mop bucket. Broke his leg falling from a fire escape. Arrested for falsely reporting at the house. Got high on ether. Fed a bugle to an ostrich. Went to a Brazilian brothel. Forget George, I'm curious how someone could do this badly. I think we can all agree that it's time for that little bastard to get deported. And then it's your turn, Bieber. That's all we got for round 1. Don't forget, in round 2, all the cash is doubled. And hint, hint, our wrong answer of the game is still out there waiting to be picked. Enough small talk. Here's a good one. Dumber and Dumberer 2. So there's Dumb and Dumber, and then there was Dumb and Dumberer, and then Dumber 2. Makes perfect sense. Now, going back a few decades, there was The Odd Couple and The Odd Couple 2. So, if another remake of The Odd Couple used the superlative adjective, it would be called The Blank Couple. Odd, odder, oddest, or odderest. Player 2. Odd is the adjective, odder is the comparative adjective, and oddest is the superlative adjective. But of course, everyone who made the original Odd Couple movies is dead, which means it's the perfect time for Rob Schneider to swoop in and revitalize the franchise. Player 1. No, but speaking of otter, get it? You just won! The greatest hits of the San Francisco Otter Choir. Hailed as one of the top 3 otter choirs in the world, the San Francisco Otter Choir will astound you with their covers of Little Red Corvette and The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. Today's wrong answer of the game gets you another 8,000 on top of your current score. Sweet.
Question 7. Get up and shake your monkey bang.
May I introduce Let It Go, Let It Go, Let It Go! At which temperature would Olaf from the movie Frozen melt and die? 30 degrees Kelvin, 30 degrees Fahrenheit, 30 degrees Celsius, or 30 degrees Rankine? Player 1. You may not know how temperatures work. Player 2, 30 degrees is below freezing in Fahrenheit and insane in Kelvin and Rankine, but it's pretty balmy in Celsius, about the equivalent of 86 degrees Fahrenheit. And I know, blah, 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 he can magically be saved, but I'm talking about what would happen in the real world to a talking snowman.
Follow me down to the sea.
Coming up next, kangaroo or Uranus.
Kangaroo, Peanut, Albert Einstein, or Uranus.
First spotted in 1879. Player 2, nobody picks that. Albert Einstein was first spotted in 1879, the year he was born, probably by a midwife or something, over a century after Uranus was discovered and even longer after kangaroos and peanuts. I've heard baby Einstein cried a lot because he left behind some important equations on the uterine wall. Here's one I like to call Wine or Lose. If the Washington Redskins rebranded themselves with a non-offensive red-skinned mascot, what could they be called? The Washington Chardonnays, the Washington Malbecs, the Washington Pinot Blancs, or the Washington Rieslings? Players 1 and 2? This is right. Oops, this is white, which is wrong. It was begging to be picked. Chardonnays, Pinot Blancs, and Rieslings are all white-skinned grapes, but the Malbec grape is red. Although to a connoisseur like myself, Malbec is very offensive. Oh yes, I do say that was quite a burn. And now, I want to lick and roll all night. If Kiss singer Gene Simmons' tongue grew to the average length of an adult giraffe's, how deep into a woman's mouth could he stick it when he kissed her? About 5 inches deep, about 10 inches deep, about 20 inches deep. Player 1. Any last words? Too late. Player 2. An adult giraffe's tongue is on average about 18 to 20 inches long. So that's about how deep into a woman's mouth a giraffe-tongued Gene Simmons could stick it. And if Gene Simmons' neck grew to the length of an adult giraffe's, he may not even need women anymore. Brace. Oh, I'll just shut my mouth then. Here's your clue. Your house is made of what? What materials are their houses made from? Good luck. Player 1's got it! Well, Player 1, you ended up with more cash than Player 2, but since both of you ended up below zero, you owe me money. I'll accept checks or money orders made out to...
You don't know Jack!
Bye.